Hello, dear students and aspiring professionals. Hope all of you all are doing well and in good health. Now, most of you may be frustrated about the continuous lockdowns, the confusion about the announcement of exams, when, where, and how they are going to be conducted, and what to do in case there are options like opt out, etc. These things might be haunting you. But let me tell you one thing, these are fears of the unknown. We do not really know what's going to happen a few weeks down the line, so let's not think about it. I think it's best we worry about crossing that bridge when we actually come to it, right? Well, yet there is another fear, the fear of the known. The fact that there is a deadly virus out there which is dangerous and which requires us to be extremely careful is a known fear. And so at this point of time, it is extremely important for all of us to pay a lot of attention to our health, not just physical but also mental, right? So this situation would have created a sense of responsibility in you about yourself, about your family, about the people around you, and also a sense of gratitude for everything that they do for you, right? So during the last 1 year, it has been proven that necessity is the mother of invention. You all must have noticed the shift made by a lot of institutions and organizations from the offline mode to the online mode, right? Although it makes me very proud to say that LearnCab was into producing or creating online content much before the pandemic began. I'm still guessing quite a few of us would have made this shift only recently, right? While it is quite natural for us to look at this as a hindrance and to take our time to adjust to this change, you shouldn't find it surprising that this may become the new normal. Sir Charles Darwin once said something that is quite applicable to us right now, and that is, it is not the strongest of the species or the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. Well, that being said, I'd like to narrate a short story to you. So, a boy named Rahul was preparing for his exams by attending online classes. And he was tired of these constant classes and frustrated with the online exams and the homework and all of that being conducted. So he finally shut his system down and he called out to his mother and he said, "I can't do this anymore, Mom. I am fed up. I want to meet my friends. I miss going out with them. I want to go for movies. I want to watch movies with them. I want to go to our favorite hangout spots. I can't do this anymore. I'm tired." And to this, his mother said, "Okay, Rahul, come with me. Let's see what we can do." And she took him to the kitchen. And there, she brought out 3 things: a potato, an egg, and coffee beans, and she placed them on the table. Now Rahul looked surprised. What is Mom talking about? And she then told him, "Let's boil them and see what happens." So she put them in 3 different vessels and kept them on the stove for boiling. A few minutes later, she turned off the stove. And then she told Rahul, "So shall we see what has happened to them?" And Rahul was like, "Sure." And they then went to have a look. The first was the potato. It was soft after boiling. The second was the egg. It was hard after boiling. And the third, the coffee beans, they were the strangest of all. They had nicely blended into the water and changed the nature of the water itself, the color and the taste completely. So then the mother explained. The potato went in hard but came out soft and weak, while the egg, which was a pretty delicate substance, it was just protected with a thin layer of shell outside. When boiled, it became hard. And thirdly, the coffee beans. They completely changed the nature of the water itself. She then turned to her son and asked him, didn't they all face the same challenge, the boiling water, but they all reacted differently? So, When you face a challenge, how do you react to it? Like a potato? Like the egg? Or like the coffee beans? Well, don't we all face challenges? Challenges are going to come into our lives at some point of time or the other, right? They're always there. But what is most important is how we react to those challenges. What do we do? What do we make of the situation? The best thing would be to learn, to adapt, to embrace the change, and to make the most of the situation. Remember, dear students, courage is not the absence of fear, but the overcoming of fear. Now, you all might ask, how do we then overcome this fear? Well, the answer is simple, as you just saw in that story. Learn, adapt, embrace change, and well, just be prepared, right? Make the most of the time you have and the resources available to you without letting your worries or your fears distract you or hold you back. Most importantly, take good care of your health, both your physical and your mental health, and follow the guidelines of the authorities. Remember, they are there for your well-being so that the overall situation improves as quickly as possible. Remember, students, each one of us is unique with unique strengths and different needs. If all of us were cast in the same mold, there would be no such thing as beauty, said Charles Darwin. And it is very true. A lot of students do ask for timetables and study plans from institutions and from faculties. But I must tell you, like I just said, you are unique. And these timetables prepared by an institution or by someone who barely knows you may not be helpful to you, or it may not be feasible for you to follow. If it is, then nothing like it, but it usually isn't. So, you know that there is only one person who knows you best, and that is yourself, which is why you need to sit down and analyze your needs and understand your strengths and prepare a good workable study plan for yourself. So once the plan is ready, you must set small targets for yourself. Now, when I say small targets, I'm not just talking about academic targets, but also targets to cultivate healthy habits which you feel will contribute to your self-improvement. And track these regularly to check your progress. Also, reward yourself whenever you accomplish a target. So that just makes the journey sweeter. Wishing you all the very best for your preparations and praying for your good health and well-being always. Goodbye for now.